In this video, I will show you how to create an arch shape underneath a set of straight stairs. And first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and remove the wall so it's not in our way with our visual scenery. Now I'm just kind of drawing this here. Obviously we don't have a large sheet of plywood like this, but just kind of drawing this to give you an idea of what we're going to be doing to kind of like draw something on the floor. So we're just kind of, this is just going to be a template here. And now let's go ahead and put the lines that we're going to use for our arch, and you can place these anywhere. I'm just going to kind of start here and here and just kind of draw an arch in here, and then I'm actually going to lower it to give you an idea of what that would look like also. So just kind of coming in a little bit there, a little bit at the top, and you can see here you're going to have to allow for this with your template if you have any type of imperfections in there, if it's not going to form a straight triangle. Now let's go ahead and move our template over here, and again I'm just kind of walking you through what I think would be the easiest explanation of what I'm actually doing. And I'm going to lay this piece down over here. And of course here are some of our marks, like these are the measurements for the arc here. And I kind of wanted to give you an idea here. What I'm going to do is, since I don't have a piece of plywood this big, I'm going to actually lay out some lines here that are square. And we're going to use some individual pieces of plywood to create our template. But again, I'm just kind of walking you through what I think will be the easiest way here. So here are our lines, and then the end here, which remember we're going to go up 1.5 inches and 1.5 inches here. So we got a couple of straight lines. You can snap these lines out or draw these lines on a flat surface, or you can get a couple of pieces of plywood and screw them together to create a flat surface, whatever you need to create a surface. But this is just kind of what I'm using in this tutorial as an example of how it can be done. So now we can go ahead and throw a piece of plywood in here. So this is a 4-foot by 8-foot piece of plywood. And I just kind of wanted to show you what I'm doing, how I'm lining it up with the lines here. You can see it there. Put the plywood in. Give you an idea what we're doing. And of course we need another piece down here and a piece down here for our template. So let's go ahead and throw those in. And now we can draw our lines. Remember, we are going to come up 1.5 inches because this is where our the green lumber is at the base of the stairs. And up here is where the ledger is. And then of course this would represent the stringers, and of course our points that we're going to use for the arch. And of course I'm going to lower this point later to give you a different style of the arch, or a different shape. Just kind of want to zoom in, give you an idea. We're coming up 1.5 inches. Same thing over here. And remember, these are the lines we're going to use for our arc. Next up, let's go ahead and make a couple of marks here where our arc is going to go. And I'm not going to go into detail and show you how to draw a curved arc or a curved shape. I have plenty of videos on that already. I'll put a link here to the video, and maybe I'll put a link in the description box to the website where I have plenty of information on how to draw a curved line for something like this. And if I don't have it on there for some reason, you can't find it, leave a let me know in the description box, or send me an email, and I will draw something and attach it to the video. So I don't want to have 500 videos on the same thing as my main thing. I try not to even have too many more on the same topic. So now let's go ahead and draw the arc. Again, we're starting from this point here. And we're ending here. We got a nice shape. And of course, I'm going to lower it here. And this will be that we're not going to use this one for our stairway example. I'm actually going to lower this. And this is the one we're going to use for our for the rest of our tutorial. So this was the original line. I lowered it, and it's got a steeper curve. So you can move this in if you want to have a sharper curve, or something with a stronger curve. I don't even know what would that be. I know it'd be a larger radius. So larger radius, smaller radius. So these, if we were to go from here to here, would be a larger radius. If we were going to bring it in tighter, we would have a smaller radius on the circle. And let's go ahead and put this piece right here, so we can start to see what I'm trying to do here with this shape. And it really creates a nice design. Really looks like a neat stairway. I've never done anything like this out in the field, and I would imagine it would have something to do with people want a closet underneath their stairway for storage. You know, something like this looks nice, but it might not provide the homeowner with the most storage space, maximize their storage space. Now I want to point out that I put a 1x2 here, and that is so we can attach the plywood template here to it. And I kind of give you an idea here what I did. So we have 3/4 inch thick plywood. I moved it back 3/4 of an inch, and you can use screws or nails to attach it to the stringer like we got over here, so that the OSB or the plywood or whatever you're using for your template materials will flush up with the stair stringer like we have here. So you would just screw or nail this into the 1x2, and everything would be able to hang off of there. Next up on the list will be to install some 2x4s. Let's throw them in there. And these, of course, will nail or screw from the sides here. And I think I spaced these about 10 inches on center, but you can see where we got a nice shape coming in there. And there you have framed the arch or your template. Now, if you want this to, I think I got it here. If this is going to move a little bit, you might need to put a brace. You might need to attach a brace from the stringer here, let's say, and have it come down to here, or attach this to the concrete, you know, with, you know, some treated lumber or something. And I think at the top, you could actually put some blocks in here and nail this board to the blocks to prevent this from moving. So just kind of want to throw that out there. Nice shape. Now let's go ahead and throw some drywall on there to give you an idea what in the heck you started out for, what you were doing with this project. So I know a lot of people can't visualize what I did until I finish it off here. So there you can see, if you put some drywall on here, you'd have a nice looking shape to the bottom of the stairway. So like I said, never built anything like this. This wouldn't be something that I did a lot of work for, you know, tract homes where they were the same house you were just building over and over again. And something like this is probably something that would have cost them a few extra dollars and sucked out some of their profits. So again, never did it, but this is how I would do it if I did do it. And if you do ever build something like this, you watch the video and it gives you, sparks a little idea for the do-it-yourselfer, and you build something like this, email me a picture. I like to see what the fruits of my labor and my efforts actually turn into. So email me a picture, and that would be sincerely appreciated. And of course, hit the thumbs up button if you like this video.